Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all honors, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, and salutations to the elect brothers pushing this truth. All right. The tensions that's going on in the world, the turn of events that's prophetical. All right. And it's falling in the lines of the beginning of World War III. All right. Right now, Russia is turning its attention to the wealthiest families of the Rothschilds in Europe instead of NATO and the EU, which will in turn also spark tensions and conflict with the other superpowers like Babylon and modern day America for the interests of their affairs with the Rothschilds and the wealthiest families in Europe. So that tension can escalate into a world affair as well. All right. And prophetically, the Lord speaks of Russia and Ezekiel when mentioning Gog and Magog and Gomor, the lands in the Middle East that's inhabited by Russia's allies, which is Iran, Turkey. You know, these lands will be lands that will be affected by insurrection and tension in turn, which will involve them in Russia's affairs. All right. So as we read in Ezekiel in the 38th chapter, take it from verse 4, and it reads in Ezekiel 38, chapter 38, verse 4, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords." All right, yeah, that's military talk. All right, setting up an army and all the regimes that's involved in this army, all the allies. All right, he's preparing them for war. All right, because going against the wealthiest family in Europe, they got connections to the wealthiest people all over the world, and they're gonna have allies. All right. So when going up against them, you be like going up against an army, and the president of Russia is being guided by the Lord. All right, to start these tensions. The name Vladimir Putin means to follow the power, and that's what he's following orders by the Most High to start these things. So it's not like they just got a legitimate reason. The legitimate reason is that the Lord is orchestrating a battle. All right, that's ordained by the Most High. He went from battling Ukraine to just going for the top tiers, the elite. All right, these things are spiritually controlled. You know, there's no political gain for these things. You know, just as well as America's putting their attention towards fighting to take over Greenland. All right, these things are spiritually controlled to bring out tensions in the earth. You know, so us men of the Lord, we stay focused on watching these things and see. All right, and reading on in Ezekiel. In verse 5, it says, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with them, all of them were shield and helmet. And like I said, those allied countries is going to be alongside Russia to bring about this turmoil, all right, which will lead to World War III. Like I said, Gomar, the house of Togomar, those are all regions in the Middle East that are populated by modern day nations that are called by their names, modern day names, which is Iran, Turkey, you know. But in ancient time, those were Persian lands, all right? So we speaking of something that was taking place in ancient times, but prophecy is reiterating itself by using, you know, ancient names and ancient things that happened, but the same things is going to take place now, you know. So when the Lord said, I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy mouth, into thy mouth, that's him turning Russia back into the tensions that will bring about world war. All right. So Lord willing, now is edifying until next time. Shalom.